Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of the Beaumont Weekly. In this episode,
all guns are blazing for buy-to-lets. We want it to be dilapidated, trashed, perfect for us.
You're hidden from anyone who's got the safety controls.
Oh, 100% new boiler. When you say wires hanging out, it's not a good sign.
I'm gonna move to London full time.
Yeah!
If you don't know who we are, we're property developers. We run a property group of businesses, from construction to another construction company we have, to a lettings company, to a project management company, dev services. We've got this office, we're building an office down in London, and we show the behind the scenes of what it's like to build this kind of company, the trials, tribulations, and everything else. We're aiming for 100 million. That's the plan. £100 million business. Investors come to us, we build them portfolios. So subscribe to the channel because it helps us. And also, we're doing a live event for Ground Up Podcast. So if you don't know what the Ground Up Podcast is, it's me and 3 property developer friends, and we get around a mic every week and we spread free knowledge about running our businesses, sector knowledge, and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you go check out the Ground Up Podcast, and we're hosting a live event in central London. We're also hosting a go-karting event as well in November, so make sure you come to that. You can get the tickets to any of our events from the Ground Up Pod Instagram bio. You'll see the link there. So Ground Up Pod Instagram bio, click that link and you can see all of our event details. The live event is on the 9th of January in central London. We've got a great promo video, insert video here. So we are hosting the Ground Up live event right here in central London at the Brewery. It's going to be on the 9th of January in 2026. And if you don't know who we are, we're 4 property developers based in the UK. We run various trading businesses. We're doing about 250 million in developments, 1.3 million pound commercial building into 22 residential units.
One of the biggest challenges really is making sure people are doing what they should be doing.
We've partnered with investors and raised £15 million.
GDV on this, if we put the flat at the back and we rent the shop out, it's about 4.1 million.
My name is Ryan Beaumont and I run Beaumont & Partners. We're delivering about 500 units, a mixture of HMOs, buy-to-lets, commercial to residential conversions up in the northeast of the UK.
My name's Dorian Payne and I'm the Managing Director of Castell Group, and we are a social house building company based in Wales. We're building hundreds of homes across Wales and have a pipeline of over 1,000 with over £250 million all forward sold.
I'm Jack Jiggins, co-founder of the XP Group of Companies, which is a development company based in Oxfordshire, and we've delivered almost £100 million worth of property development. We also run a surveying business, a social housing portfolio, and a HMO business too. I'm the 4th member of the Ground Up podcast, which is also the Ground Up Network, and now the Ground Up Live.
What does candid mean? Nonchalant. What's that mean? We're speaking French here. So who's this event for? Well, if you're a property investor, a property developer, or you're looking to get around more property people, or just be around highly motivated people, well, this is the place you need to be.
The whole day is going to be based around networking. So ultimately, that's how the 4 of us boys have helped each other scale our businesses over the last few years. So we want to get a load of people in a room, active people, developers, investors of all sorts, share ideas, case studies, and hopefully you come away with some useful contacts, have a few bevies, and have a good time.
You can get your tickets on this page, so head over there and get them, or even better, bring people along and get a group discount. We thank you for watching the video. We're super excited to launch the Ground Up event here in London on the 9th of January, and we'll see you there.
So as you can see, it's going to be a sick event. We're going to have loads of fun, big stuff afterwards as well. So make sure you come down. Anyway, enjoy this vlog.
Here we are at buy-to-let viewing, joined by Shane and Danny. And essentially Shane's going to follow us around and help us price the jobs, see what needs to be done. Boilers and stuff like that. We need a bit more help of whether we can keep them or not.
We'll try.
And we'll try at least. What was the sort of first things that popped to mind, Shane, when you kind of step in?
We check the radiators, CRVs, look at the bottom of the skirts for any damp. Then we're looking at the fuse board. And sometimes you can tell with the smell of the place as well, the damp, moist.
Yeah.
Like on this board here, it's fairly recent, but you've got a hole there and there's no RCD trip switches.
Okay.
It's all got to be separated. RCD is a little bit bigger. And also, if you look, they've got earth cabling down here, which is 10 milli. Just need to check the gas meter to see if it's been bonded. It looks like it's had recent bonding, which tells me it could have a recent EICR on it.
Yeah, that'd be good. We can get that off the agents as well.
Yeah, but some of the legislation's changed now where you have to have RCDs and surge protection as well.
Is it that main switch needs like a point between the other switches and that, or?
Yes, it's what you call a split board where you'll have upstairs on one circuit, downstairs on another circuit.
Yeah, got it.
And that would trip if there's an issue with it.
So that be new DB?
Yeah, there'll be a new DB. Earth bonding looks okay until I see the rest of it. Sometimes you've got to watch as well, which one of our recent properties, we found that the actual cabling into the house is shared with next door, which we get the national grid out and they would put a new supply in.
How do you find that out?
See these fuses here? It does have 2 fuses on. It says potentially could be shared. This style of house, I wouldn't have thought so. It's usually ex-mine and workers' houses. The boiler needs renewing.
Yeah, I mean,
which you can see that.
What are other telltale signs? Like, is there piping for us to quickly look at? Is there?
Not really. It's mainly on the gas meter itself you want to be looking at when we find the gas meter. Look for any lead or anything like that. Oh, this is outdated here. This cable here. So it definitely needs changing.
So, new boiler.
Oh, 100% new boiler. When you see wires hanging out, not a good sign.
Nah.
And half it falling off as well.
Yeah. Again, you smell the moisture in the property. I mean, sometimes I know we look for decent carcasses, but it's that damp at the back. You can see the staining. Once it gets into the chipboard, it's knackered.
It's not even worth.
So you need a whole new kitchen straight away.
Yeah, when we take the worktops off, usually what happens is they just fall apart.
Oh, right,
There's nothing holding them together.
Yeah.
You can see the signs of damp in there, but that won't be either rising damp or penetrating damp. It's usually condensation damp.
Just no one living here, no rads on, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what that is, yeah.
Especially with the getting the winter and stuff now as well.
Yeah, and another thing to look at is when you see that's your mains water coming in, and obviously that can't be used now because the ends come off. So that would need changing. Now, when you look at these, you see lead underneath. Just find on your water coming in. So what we would do is a bit like what they've done there. They've added another stop tap on, a lever one. We wouldn't use a lever one. We normally use the ones with the brass on. I forget the name of them now.
That's what tenants can't just come and turn it off. What's the reason behind that?
Yeah.
So where are those generally the main water feeds?
It could be anywhere.
Oh, okay.
We've actually had a property the other day, we found it in the sitting room. Just as you walk in the door, there was a piece of wood on the floor. When we lifted that up, that's where the stop tap is, which is going to have to be rerouted at some time.
I mean, you can see it just there. But
Big yard as well, actually. Yeah. How much is up for that?
this one is 75, I believe. So we can't get in either way, didn't they?
Now, the gas meter could be at the back of the property.
Right, okay.
Third viewing of the day. The Swan is on a street where we actually have 3 down there. I think 1 more down there as well. So we know the street quite well. So of an age we know quite well as well. Yeah, walk through, have a look.
A few moments later.
So there's a tenant in this one, so we'll keep it down low on the filming. It's lifetime tenancy, so we probably won't go for it. But do the viewing just in case. But yeah, ideally we get in, refurb it, give it up value. Yeah. So that is that viewing done. There is a tenant there. It's a lifetime tenancy. It's not great for us, great for the tenant. And they can stay there for life, but they're paying quite far below market value. And yes, we can't really do much with it. We want to go in, renovate it, up value it, but we can't do that in these. So bit of a dead end. Still worth a look. Now go back to the office, appraisal on some earlier and yesterday, get offers out, get these properties for the clients. So when we appraise them, we're looking for how much the refurb is going to cost, what the end GDV is going to be, and then from those we can work out our purchase price and then our offer price. So we're going a bit below our purchase price. So obviously you want to start lower, work your way up if you have to. And if it's auction, you have to sign up to bid and get the clients involved. But if we can get the offer accepted first, then we can take it to a client and go, here, offers accepted for this property, all good to go. All you need is to put your name down and it's yours. So it's a good way to do it. So yeah, see if they work.
Okay, so we are about to do our monthly staff meeting, which we do every month. Get everyone together in a room. We talk about KPIs, department performance, some announcements and things like that. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to move to London full time. Yeah! So I'll be gone. Not a development office, but a sales and marketing office. Because what we're finding is that performance is really good on the sales, but we could do a lot more damage if we're in a room together. So socials wise, found out what's happened. Government and big tech, they've created these new safety protocols within social media. There's obviously the Online Safety Act in the UK, which restricts certain things, but the big one is what Google came out with. And what it means is if you swear in a vlog or in a video, or if you say something that's deemed as restrictive, like it could be quite political or it could be threatening or something like that, then you get put into a restricted category. What that means is you're hidden from anyone who's got the safety controls on their internet. And most people do, because most people's internet, particularly public services ones, they restrict things like pornography and everything else. Now the restricted category on YouTube gets pulled into that same vein, so people can't even see the content. And this is happening to everyone across the board because people's views are just gone. We've done a bit of research, and what we just need to do is reduce the amount of swearing, and Jay just needs to bleep all the swear words or anything like that in content, which is annoying that we have to censor certain things. We tried to cut down the swearing anyway, but that's the reason why I've taken a hit on some of the social traffic.
For rads and stuff, is there telltale signs of whether they need new ones? Is it like thickness of piping going to like 10 mil, or what's the...
Well, these are okay because these are 15 mil. What you don't want to see, very thin stuff at 8 milli. We don't want any of that in the properties. Because if we leave the old rads on, they tend to clog up because it's only 8 milli bore.
Oh, okay.
So 10 milli is okay, but ideally that's the ones we want to see. Looking at the light fittings, going back to the electrics, they're all Baker light fittings. curtains, so they would have been put in the 60s, if not earlier. So a lot of them could be partial rewire.
These switches old as well, so you can kind of tell, like...
You can see by them, yeah. I can't really remember the actual height, but you see most on new builds, usually about 30 centimetres up, not on the skirtings. And ideally in rentals, you don't really want surface mounted ones either. So when they put the furniture in and everything like that, they get caught.
Bashed about it.
Bashed about. On the windows, there's a tilt and turn. That goes that way also. Was that way. Tilt and turn windows, check the sails, everything like that, all feel okay. Again, you got condensation here.
Just with the mould coming through at the top as well.
That's right. They're not opening the windows and ventilating the property.
Damp smell in here, is that wallpaper kind of coming off? Do you know what I mean?
It is round here. Again, with condensation, it'll find the coldest spot. Yeah. Sometimes when you see it in parts like this, you would think it's the guttering, but the guttering might be fine. So when you look in the loft, and what you find is the insulation hasn't been pushed right the way in. So you've got a bit of a cold spot. So then that's where it'll drag to, especially on these type of eaves. That's what they'll be looking at, yeah.
And bathroom, because like at the moment it's just, does it look bad? Okay, new one, if not.
Yeah, it'll be a new bathroom, yeah.
So is there anything other than cosmetically, like looks and stuff, that you would say needs a new bathroom? That wouldn't be obvious to...
Not really, you can see by the style of it, this is back in the 70s. Ceilings are right, but again, you wouldn't leave that type of light in. Probably wouldn't pass regs these days. So if you take that out, you're going to have a big hole. So we'll reboard this.
That's just dropped, isn't it?
Just dropped down a bit. We'll probably reboard that. Again, in here, if you see there's no ventilation, no extractor fan, which we'll have to put one in. So I would probably advise, take everything off, reskim it, ventilation, new bathroom suite. What I'm pushing for with you gentlemen is to get a humidity stop ones in, start using them. They're about 75 to 100 quid rather than time. The reason being is, if you're having a bath through the daytime and you're not using the lights, you haven't got the extractor on. But if it gets a bit stuffy, it'll come on.
Yeah.
Mainly, not so much this bathroom because it's upstairs, but you know when you get the bathrooms next to the kitchens, they're the better ones to have. You pay a little bit more, but you don't get mould.
I mean, it's worth it.
It's worth it in the long run. Because even you can wash mould off, but if it's been there a while and you get a white spore in the middle of it, then it's eaten into the plaster. So it'll come back. You've got to do exactly the same amount of work, core drill and everything like that, and then put it in. But that's that. You look inside cupboards as well. See how now you've got the black mould there. Because this has been shut off, there's no ventilation. You get the mould. So it's again, you might have had an old immersion heater of some kind, that red switch. The immersion heaters, like a hot water tank.
The rads. So I know there's single and double panelling ones. What's the...
You get the measurement of the room, cubic metres of that, and that tells you what size rad. That's going to be too small for this room. I can tell that straight away. If that was a double one, it would be fine. But they're old rads then.
That is this one. It's really interesting insights, and it all helps us in the viewings kind of gauge costs and any abnormalities, that sort of thing, which of course helps not only with the refurb and the end run, but also our pricing, so we can go in with a better offer, more accurate offer, and probably a better deal. So on to the next one. Here we are, third buy-to-let viewing of the day. So pretty busy day so far, and tomorrow we've got 7 more buy-to-let viewings. All guns are blazing for buy-to-lets. Carpet's already moved, that's fine, we're gonna move them anyway. Old DB and electrics through there. Going to the yard. Kitchen looks pretty new though. Yeah, well kept, that's nothing to it. Nice. Good little garage, quite a bit of storage space. Probably get a car in here. I mean, bit of tight squeeze, but nonetheless, good storage space. Clearly got washing machine here at the moment. Boiler, have a look. What we saying? Due 2026, so probably get a new one. Yeah, windows all good in this one, all double glazing. So yeah, as you can see, they started some sort of renovation work on must have because all the carpets are gone, but you see what they would have looked like, this sort of old style again, as in the last one. So easy for us because we're going to do it anyway. Bathroom, again, good size and extension. Didn't feel very safe that. Yeah, big bathroom. New units throughout, these are all old. Rad's okay. We don't step on that one. Okay. Unless you want a trip to the hospital. But big front bedroom, which is really nice. Guessing. Huge in there. So we can knock some shelves in sometimes, or just knock it all out, have it clean, but we'll see. Big bay window. Yeah, banging. Nice bedroom. And second one, I mean, someone can move in here, like, it's a bit strange, but yeah, nice carpet, could keep the carpet. Other than that, we'll just repaint the walls. When we get this wallpaper off, depends how good condition. Could just repaint that, I think, actually, to be fair. Pattern's not great, but whitewash it, all good. Weird property, this is really nice. The kitchen's all right. That bedroom's not okay, clearly. Bathroom's a bit old, downstairs is old. Bit of a mix and match. Some lovely and new, a lot not so good, but it's good for us. Again, worst house in the best street, that's what we want. We want it to be dilapidated, trashed. It's perfect for us. Missing floorboard or old bathroom, that sort of stuff is absolutely perfect for us. So that's it though. 3 done today, 7 more tomorrow, plenty more coming. All guns are blazing.
So just done more interviews today because we're hiring for the refurbs business. We're trying to bring in an ops admin. Well, we will bring in an ops admin. We've had some really good candidates come through, and by this Friday, so tomorrow, we'll be deciding on who that will be. We've got 2 more interviews left today. We've got another 100 applicants in the system that we could look at. And Vix, have you done a brief look at some of those as well?
Yeah, there's some terrible ones.
So when you're hiring for an administrative role, you can just get all kinds of people that come through, but this is more ops admin. We need someone who's really got operational experience, not necessarily in the construction and refurb sector, but where they have complementary skill sets, maybe from logistics, warehousing, all that kind of stuff. And we've got 2 really good ones to choose from. Well, 3 actually, but we're also hiring for downstairs as well. So yeah, 2 more interviews today, and then we will make a decision tomorrow. But that person is going to sit in and help orchestrate the back office for the refurbs business. So we're getting all the on-site reporting formulated into the system so we can manage progress reports, manage cost to completes, procurement of materials, all that other kind of stuff as that business scales, and which should bring us more efficiencies and more clarity on scope, timelines, and things like that. So positive. And we've opened up more areas. We're now operating the buy-to-lets in not just the Teesside region, we're also operating further north as well towards Newcastle because we need more stock and we've got more investor demand to fulfill. And that is the segue. That's the part, this first step into us building our secondary office up there for ops. So we'll end up probably acquiring a lettings company up there and introduce a sales arm so we can better double down on acquisitions and get direct to vendor coming to us and build out a marketing channel for that. All kinds of stuff we're doing there. And then we'll tether on the ops as well, from construction to refurbishment to maintenance. And we have those 2 pilot offices in the Northeast. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing. Hopefully you enjoy this channel and watch us build it. Big love. See you next time.